were told that getting healthy and being in the best shape takes lots of effort.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 5 with our new studio. Ta-da! So it's time for change. You know, this is the change we're going through. So we've rearranged the studio. The holidays are over, even though every day is a holy day. And we gotta take a moment to say thank you to Clelia for all of her interior designing. Actually, you know, Clelia does all the beautiful things on the channel. She does these thumbnails. She's what makes the aesthetic of the channel, and I'm so grateful for her to have this skill and this passion for it, because that's, you know, it's so super helpful. So thank you, wife, wherever you are right now. And welcome, everyone. Welcome to day 5. How is everyone feeling? Hello, Georgianne. Hello, Moon. Hello, Oscar and Gulnar. Nice to see everyone here. We're not going to get there in time for the challenge. We're going to do it later. Okay, Vicky and Moon. Well, let me know how it goes later then. Anyway, thanks for popping in just to let me know. That's very sweet of you. Day 5. It means we're almost halfway through the challenge. You know, what is this now? The Raise Your Vibration, 5 Bodies, Love and Light. This is the 4th 10-day challenge and the 5th challenge overall, because we had the 14-day for the members. Next month, I think we're going to do another members challenge. But I used to be so nervous to do these things, and still I have this like nervousness before we start every day. But I feel like I love it. I love to meet here with you guys every morning. It gives me something to look forward to. Every day is completely different. Hello, Kate. Nice to see you. Today, my coffee this morning completely kicked my ass. So I'm like, and this is something to really be aware of when we do these type of practices, is that we're making our being more sensitive. We're making the nervous system more sensitive. We're making our awareness, our presence more strong. I did the contrast shower. Beautiful. Yes, it's amazing practice. And who else has done the colder contrast shower at this point? When we do these practices, we can become really sensitive. And when it comes to, like myself, I get really sensitive to caffeine, especially when working with Muladhara Chakra, the root chakra, with working with Manipura, the fire, because one is vitality and one is like dynamic energy. So the two of these together with the caffeine is, or doing any real Kundalini practice or sublimation where we're starting to move the energy up. So if you find that I'm talking faster than normal today, I apologize. I'm just but this is what's beautiful about these practices, you know, is that they start to transform us in our whole being, you know, in the physical body, in the energy, in the thoughts, in the mind, in the nervous system. All of these layers, just by doing something like this, you know, 5-minute practice in the morning can create changes that you don't even notice until it's like, whoa, man, I've changed so much. And this is what's beautiful about yoga, in my opinion, compared to other, you know, often yoga is considered like a sport or a gymnastic. It's not. And I hope if you spend enough time here on the channel that you realize it's a complete spiritual practice. But even doing it as a purely a physical activity, it's transformational more than going to the gym or doing some sort of cardiovascular activity, because we're working not only with the body, the breath, the energy, the mind, everything is, we're really working to purify something known as purify our karma, purify our oh no, I lost the word. Not samsara. Anyway, we'll come back to me. Sorry, like I said, my mind is but we have these certain, what are called our tendencies, our habits, you know, and we have these tendencies or habits or addictions or things that we build up throughout this life that become sort of like a a neurological pattern, and something triggers us and we move into that automatically. For some people it's sugar, for some people it's drama. No, not clashes either. It's like I'm embarrassed now. But yeah, I think the clashes are part of this, but we all have there's different layers of karmas, different layers of influences. And anyway, the English word for this is our mental patterns. And what yoga is doing is it's purifying these things almost unconsciously. Just by doing the practice, we start to release patterns and habits, and we might not even be aware of it. I tell you, I've completely transformed my life in the last decade from doing yoga. From when I was 21 to now when I'm 31. Many people don't recognize me because I had so many tendencies. I had so many habits. I was, emotionally activated by certain things. I was running away from other things. And, these tendencies are still there, but nothing like what they were. It's part of maturation, but I know it's part of using these practices, even without the intention to escape my former patterns and habits. It just happens automatically. I remember a story, I think it was with Osho talking to a student. Yes, this is it, samskara. Samskara. Yes, this is where I was confused in my mind. There's some samskaras, which are, thank you, Georgian. Samskaras are these mental patterns and habits that we develop through the life. And it's very close to the word that kept coming into my mind, which is samsara, which in Buddhism is kind of the wheel of suffering, this cycle of death and rebirth. But yes, the samskaras, amazing. This is why we have the community, so we can get together and, and do these things together. Anyway, yoga, all of these practices, the physical practice of asana, the energetic practice of pranayama, the turning in and observing the self of pratyahara, the awareness, concentration, dhyana, all of these different stages of the yoga are helping to rid ourselves of these samskaras, are helping to rid ourselves of these patterns and habits. And one day we might just look back and think like, wow, I don't even recognize that person I used to be. I don't even recognize those tendencies that I used to fall into over and over and over again. And yeah, there was this story of Osho, which is a very fun spiritual teacher from India, very controversial as well, but great teacher nonetheless. He shared a lot of wisdom. And he said with one student came to him and said like, Guru, I'm smoking and I'm drinking. Can I do yoga? And he said to him, yes. He's like, but do I have to quit smoking and quit drinking? And a lot of teachers will say, yes, you need to be pure. But in this case, Osho said, no, continue to smoke, continue to drink, just do the practice. Just do the practice. Because he understood that just by doing the practice, this gentleman would start to release the smoking and the drinking or any patterns or habits or addictions or tendencies that we have that we may consider impure. They will naturally start to fade away just by doing the practice. If you come and you think, a lot of people don't start yoga because they think they need to be flexible. But if you think you need to be vegan, if you think you need to be sober, if you need to not smoke or not eat chocolate or all of these things, they will just be an excuse to not do the practice. Do whatever you do and do the practice. Another teacher of mine, he said the sadhana will keep you safe. It keeps you safe and it takes you to this place of safety, it will take you to this place of purity in time as you're ready. So whatever you do it with joy, and then come to your practice and do it with joy. And know that over time, you will, just by continuing to stay centered, whether it's on the mat, on a cushion in meditation, practicing something to continue to bring you back to the self, will slowly, slowly transform you into exactly the person you want to be, the person you're meant to be, your truth. Namaste, Peter. Nice to see you. And this is, I bring it back to my experience today, is I feel like completely overstimulated by my my coffee today. And I know that it's because I'm doing these practices, you know. So somehow I think like, man, for one, sometimes I drink 2 coffee, or I drink a coffee and a tea, but I will not have another coffee today. I feel like, woof, you know, it's a sign that it's something it's not serving me in this moment. And actually, every time I do one of these 10-day challenges, usually around day 5 or 6, I get to this point. When we did the Raise Your Vibration, when we did the 5 bodies, I get to this point. It's like, woof, I'm so pure, I'm so open, because it's the same practice over and over, that it's the body, the mind, the energy gets really sensitive. So be aware of anything like this that's happening for you too. Any little shifts, any little changes. And the biggest thing is, when we go through this transformation, we want to do it with joy and with gratitude. You know, especially when we want to create these changes in our diet, in our physical image, in our personality, that is very difficult because there's so many of these samskaras around it. The worst thing that we can do is punish ourselves for, you know, slipping back into a certain habit or tendency. You know, for example, if you don't want to eat sugar anymore, and you go 3 days without eating sugar, and then you binge on sugar, we take the whip and we think, oh, I'm such a horrible person for eating all that junk. But we don't recognize that we had this success of 3 days without. You know, so focus more on your little successes. And this is training you, again, like we talked about tapas yesterday, training you to be more confident, to be more determined. We never want, another teacher used to always say, we never want to take the whip. You know, when we beat ourselves up, what that does is it takes us down to a level of guilt, shame. Both of these are very low levels of consciousness. Welcome, Nadine. Don't worry about being late. We're still talking. And this energy of guilt, this energy of shame, is very deteriorating to the practice, because all positive, constructive habits, tendencies, energies come together, and all negative, constructive tendencies and habits come together. So if, for example, you want to quit smoking, and you're doing really well, you go a few days without smoking, and then you smoke a cigarette as a treat. You know, as soon as I used to smoke, so I know this. You know, you do this as the treat, and then all of a sudden you're stuck back into it because you feel guilty about going back to that habit, even though, of course, you have this habit, this tendency. It's going to take a long time to purify. But when you go into this stage of, oh no, I'm horrible for doing that, you beat yourself up, and it draws that tendency you're trying to rid yourself back, because you go back into this low vibration. Rather, step into courage, step into confidence, step into appreciation and gratitude for the successes that you've made, no matter how small. It's a completely different level of consciousness, guilt, shame, or courage and appreciation. So this is something that I really encourage you to be aware of, is when you want to create changes in your life, no matter how big or small, how do you approach it? Do you approach it with, I'm going to acknowledge and appreciate every success along the way, or are you going to beat yourself up for every failure? You know, I watched one person on YouTube the other day, and nothing related to yoga at all, but he said that he was trying to do this challenge and he lost. He was trying to get to 1,000 of this one thing, and he got to 600 or something, and then he failed. And someone said like, oh, you know, sorry that you failed in your challenge. And he said, I didn't fail, I just delayed success. You know, and this is such an amazing, I was so, wow, such a profound thing to say. I didn't fail, I've only delayed my success. You know, I just haven't succeeded yet. This is determination, this is Manipura, this is understanding that on the path to creating transformation, development, personal goals, achievement, there's gonna be times where you don't make it in one go. You know, so celebrate your successes and pave the road with positive affirmations, with appreciation, and you will get there that much easier, and with a smile in your heart, and less falling back because you're punishing. Hello, Leonore. Good morning. Feels good to wake up with this practice again. Yes, this is an amazing practice to wake up with, and let's get into it. We're going to do 90 seconds today, guys. I see we're only at 10 viewers today. I don't know if it's not a good day for some people. If it's getting too challenging. It's Friday. Friday, Friday. Don't do yoga on Friday. No, it's anyway, it's nice that we can come together. No matter the size of the group, I really appreciate you guys to come here. For those of you who don't do it live, I really appreciate you to share with me your experiences and how this is for you. And I really appreciate everyone listening to me talk so much. I know sometimes I go off on tangents, but it's nice that we can share, and I appreciate that you guys join me for this every day. Okay, so let's get ready for the practice. We'll make our way into a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you. Pressing the seat down, reaching the crown of the head up. Shoulders back and down. Heart is open in a relaxed manner. Close the eyes. Turn inside. Take a deep inhalation. Open the mouth inside out. Oh, soften the body. Soften the mind. Come to now. Again, deep inhalation. Oh, let your sigh vibrate and soothe the nervous system. And again, deep inhalation. This time we hold, inhale even more. Hold the breath and relax the body. And let go. Sitting with the eyes closed, attention turned inside. Witness where you are in the body, the energy, the emotions and mind. And really feel into the physical sensations today. How does your body feel? Do you feel heavy? Do you feel energized, calm, balanced, pain, pleasure? Whatever is there, just witness. And no matter where you are, I want you to bring to mind your first success of today. You made it here to the practice, sitting on the mat. It's a big success. It's the first step of the challenge. Take a moment to say thank you for this success. And notice if anything changes within you as you realize this success and give thanks and gratitude for it. Little perceptions create little changes, and little changes over time create massive transformation. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. And today we're going to start with gratitude. Thank you for coming to this practice with an open heart and an open mind. Thank you for my courage, strength, and determination to be seated here. Thank you for my success. Thank you. Take a deep inhalation into the heart. And as you exhale, gently coming back. Namaste. Congratulations. Let's get into it. We're going to do 90 seconds today. And to me, this is the real flipping point. When I do my own practice, usually I do this for 90 seconds. Sometimes I add some more things on. Those of you that are in the membership, I shared the extreme wake up series, which is this plus quite a few more practices, and wow, it's incredible. But you'll see 90 seconds is a very good place to really get the activation of Manipura, to really get this energy pumping. Already we saw a big difference between the first day at 30 seconds and the third day at 1 minute. So now we put 30 seconds more onto that. And yeah, everyone's out partying, exactly. So let's come down to lying, guys. Lying on the back, do your nice stretching. Whatever feels right, whatever feels good, whatever you feel called for. Bring your awareness into the navel center, Manipura Chakra, tapping into that strength, that courage that brought you here in the first place. And tell yourself, I've already done the hardest part. I came to class, I sat on the mat. I've already succeeded. Everything from here is just extra. And then tell yourself, yes, I'm gonna do this. Let's go, lifting the shoulders off the mat, lifting the toes, deep inhalation. Spread the fingers, relaxing exhalation, and begin the breath of fire. Deep inhalation. Hold the breath, squeeze Mula Bandha, hold the pose, visualize the energy going up the spine to the middle of the forehead, Ajna Chakra. Send it up, send it up. And release. Surrender. Feel the energy move within you. The power of Manipura Chakra. Removing impurities, expanding and opening the energy channels, an increase in self-confidence, willpower, and determination. Beautiful, everyone. Wow, I love it. Let's prepare for the next practice. Hugging the knees into the chest. Lift the nose towards the knees. Take a deep inhalation. A relaxing exhalation. Turn the eyes up to the middle of the forehead and begin the breath of fire. Deep inhalation. Hold the breath, squeeze Mula Bandha, send the energy up the spine, all the way up to the middle of the forehead. And release. Feel the power. A deep massage of the internal organs, strengthening the digestive system, increasing the metabolism, purifying the physical body, and the removal of negative energies and mental attitudes. And gently coming back, we're going to hug the knees into the chest and prepare for spinal rocking. Rocking from the hips back to the shoulders. Massaging the spine. Stimulating the energy channels. And dispersing this vibrant, vital, radiant energy throughout the body. And make your way up to a sitting position. Eyes closed, attention turned inside. Feel this energy moving throughout your being. And gently coming back. Coming into the final practice. The ego eradicator. Sitting nice and tall. Folding in the fingers, pointing the thumbs. Inhale the arms up to 60 degrees. Relaxing exhalation. Turn the eyes up to the middle of the forehead, Shambhavi Mudra, and begin the breath of fire. Deep inhalation. Thumbs up to touching. Hold the breath. Squeeze Mula Bandha. Channel the energy all the way up. And as you exhale, sweep the space around you, spreading light, pushing down that which no longer serves you. Sitting with the eyes closed, experiencing this glowing energy within and around you. Settle into pure witness consciousness. Just observing the sensations, the movement of energy, and allow this purifying practice to work for you. Pure witness consciousness. Gently coming back, bringing your hands together in front of the heart. We finish this class with a moment of gratitude. Giving thanks for the practice, for the energy, for this time to focus on health, well-being, peace of mind, this chance to connect to the self. Lastly, say thank you to yourself for working on the self is the most selfless work we can do. So you deserve to say thank you to yourself today. Take a deep inhalation into the heart. And as you exhale, gently coming back. Thank you, everyone. Namaste. Again, I say if you need to take Shavasana, you want to continue meditating or go into more practice, please do whatever feels right for you. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you're enjoying the practice as much as I am. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Namaste. Yeah, we jumped from 13 to 17 all of a sudden. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Love, love, love. Have a beautiful day or beautiful evening. And that's it. Ciao, guys.